A very good morning to all my dear students. Hope you are all well. Students, in the previous tutorial we have discussed the topic that how a bill is passed. Bill, I told you that what is a bill here? It is a proposal for a new law or to make changes in the existing laws. So that is the bill, and how it is passed, that we have studied. Now students, we are going to study the difference between money bill and ordinary bill. Money bill, which is related to the government expenses and government's expenditure, that we are going to study, and then we are going to study the process of parliament work. So let's continue the chapter. Now students, we will study the difference between money bill and ordinary bill. Money bill. A money bill is related to the income and expenses of the government. When Lok Sabha give its consensus means agreement to this bill, it is sent to the Rajya Sabha, that is bound to return the money bill to the lower house within 14 days. So first of all, this money bill is introduced in Lok Sabha, which is also known as lower house, and then afterwards this bill is sent to Rajya Sabha, which is known as the upper house, and Rajya Sabha has to return this bill within 14 days to the lower house, that is Lok Sabha. Then it is sent to the president for his or her assent. Then afterwards it is sent to the president for its approval. The president may give his or her approval to the bill, no matter it is passed by the Rajya Sabha or not. So it means that Rajya Sabha does not play a very important role in the money bill, but the most important role is played by only by Lok Sabha, because money bill is introduced in the Lok Sabha. Now we will study the next topic, ordinance. Sometimes at the time of emergency, the urgent need for making new law arises. In such a situation, the president issues an ordinance that can be enforced for a short period of time. So students, when there is a time of emergencies in any country, then what happens? There is a need for any new law, and that in that situation, president they issues that law, and that law is enforced, means that law is applicable for a short period of time, that is called as ordinance, or we can say an order or rule made by a government or somebody in a position, and that is applicable for a short period of time. An ordinance must be presented before the parliament as soon as it comes into session, where it must be approved within 6 weeks, failing to which it becomes ineffective. So first of all, this ordinance has to be presented in the parliament and as soon as the sessions. Sessions means joint meeting is there, which is called by the president, and in which both the houses they are conduct the meetings. So that is called session. So where it, and before the session it must be approved within 6 weeks. Otherwise, if it fail, then it becomes ineffective. So that ordinance has to be presented before the parliament session. Now we will study the process of parliamentary work. There are at least 2 sessions in the Parliament of India. So in the Parliament of India, how many sessions are there? 2 sessions. Sessions. What is a session? Joint sitting of the Parliament is called by the President. Means this is a sitting, joint sitting, which is called by the President, and then it is presided by the Speaker on, or in his absence, Deputy Speaker of the Lok Sabha can conduct these sessions. So the period during which the House needs to conduct its business is called a session. So for there should not be more than a gap of 6 months. The sessions begin by the presidential address. The president, it starts the session. There are fixed time periods such as question hour and 0 hour for the parliament to discuss various matters. Now we will study what is question hour and 0 hour in the session time. Question hour. The first hour of every sitting of the parliament is called question hour. The first hour means when the session starts from that to the next 1 hour. That is called a question hour. During this period, any member can ask question regarding different governmental policies and the concerned ministers are bound to answer them. So what happened during this 1 hour, any member of the house, they can ask a question regarding any governmental policies from any minister and that concerned minister has to answer. So this happens in the first hour of the sitting of the parliament, that is called a question hour. Now we will study 0 hour. The time gap between the question hour and the actual beginning of the session is called 0 hour. So the gap between the question hour and the actual beginning of the session means after 1 hour, that is called a 0 hour. So the time gap between the question hour and the actual beginning of the session is called 0 hour. Debates over different issues of public interest are held during this period. So debates are also conducted during this period. Now we will study division of subjects between the center and the states. There are three well-defined lists in the constitution: the union list, the state list and the concurrent list. Students, you know that India is such a vast country and there are different departments to be handled like sanitation, law and order, primary schools, hospitals, water supplies. So many things are there to handle. So the subjects, these departments are divided into three lists. First is union list, state list and concurrent list. Now we will study what are the departments or what are the subjects in the union list. The union list, it comprises of 99 subjects in which only the center can enact laws. In which center means central government can make laws. These subjects include railways, shipping, defense, foreign affairs, post, telegraph, banking sector, etc. So these are the subjects in which only the central government can make laws. Now we will study the state list. It comprises of 61 subjects. Initially there were 66 items in the list on which state government can make laws. Now these subjects include police, sanitation, agriculture, roads, forests, irrigation, animal husbandry, etc. So earlier there were 66 subjects but now 61, and in this the state government they make the laws. These are handled by the state government. Now we will study the concurrent list. Those subjects on which the parliament and the state legislature can make laws come under the category of concurrent list. So in these are the departments in which both central government and state government they play a important role. Both are connected with these subjects. Subjects like the concurrent list comprises 52 subjects on which union law prevails over those laws passed by the state legislature. Prevails means that these are the subjects on which the state government they make the laws, and central government they also follow these laws. What are the subjects? Labor welfare, religious endorsements, civil and criminal procedures, marriages, electricity, newspaper, etc. So students, today we have finished this chapter. Now we will do the exercises. Which one of the following is incorrect? This D1 is incorrect. The present membership of the Lok Sabha is 545. This one is correct. Not incorrect. This one is correct. Second, the minimum age to become a member of parliament is 25 years. How many members are elected by the president from the various fields like literature, art, science and sports? So how many? 12. And these are elected for the Rajya Sabha. The presiding officer of the Rajya Sabha is the Vice President. The tenure of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. Fill in the blanks. The members of the Lok Sabha are elected by the universal adult franchise. Each member of the Rajya Sabha is elected for dash years, 2 years. The dash is the executive head of the parliament, president. A dash is related to the income and expenses of the government, money bill. The maximum time gap between two sessions of the parliament should not be more than 6 months. Now true false. India has a federal setup of government. True. How? That India is also having a central government and state government. Second, the Rajya Sabha is bound to return the money bill to the Lok Sabha within 14 days. True. The union list contains 98 subjects. False. The Deputy Speaker of the Lok Sabha is also elected by the members of Lok Sabha. False. Rajya Sabha is not a permanent body. False. Rajya Sabha is a permanent body. It cannot be dissolved. So students, today in this tutorial we have finished the third chapter now, and now we will continue with the new chapter in the next tutorial. Till then, what is your homework? Read the chapter carefully and watch the video carefully too. Till then, have a good day.